Good afternoon. Ira Epstein of Linn and Associates with your metals market wrap-up, and this wrap-up is for Wednesday, the 15th of April, 2020, and the time right now about 2:10 in the afternoon. We have more trading to go, so there's still another hour and 50 minutes or so left, but the settlement prices are already in, and the silver settled, example, in the July, it's $15.65. You're trading 14 cents above it. The gold around $17.47, down about $3, actually $3 higher than this, and copper around the 230.90 level. Now, what I've noticed all day going on is as the stock market's been going, be it up, down, and it's been everywhere, so are the metal markets with it. They seem to be tied together today. That's not often that way, but it's what's going on. The dollar's weighing on these markets as it's gained a little bit of steam. The good news is, I just heard that Germany intends on reopening the schools and businesses to a degree starting on May 1st, so that's 2 weeks away. That's not bad. Spain's already done some, as you know. In the U.S., they're talking of 19 or 20 states being able to open before May 1st. I think we'll all want to see the president's briefing today to get an idea, is that for real or where is this at this point in time? But I find that very, very fascinating if we can get that many of our states open. They're probably going to be the rural states. But even the big ones are going to, in some manner, go. And masks in the big cities, that's going to be what we wear for a long time to come. My wife had some Tiffany masks made up, unbelievable. And I say that in the color. They're not Tiffany masks, but the Tiffany blues. But as you take a look at the weekly chart of closes, market up and away, as you can see, so the gold's still acting very well. And I realize the noise of the charts during the day, that's the difficulty. When we look at a daily bar chart, you can see how the market's been lifting to the upside here. You can see that the swing line is still bullish. We have a pattern of higher lows, higher highs. That is friendly on the market. The second thing we have a market that is, while that is at work, it is still over the 18-day average. And if you look at this 18-day average, it's jumping to the tune of about $15 a day. Do you see that, what it's done in the past few days here? So as that's occurring, tomorrow what will happen is this number's it should be at least up to, if not over, the last break low. So if the market were to fall, that's a support zone. As I look at Bollinger Bands, we haven't hit them in a while. That was back here about a week ago. If it rallies again, that 1800 level becomes a target. You can see 1799.40 is that number. And you still have an embedded reading. Now, if you hold on to the embedded reading, there's no reason that this market doesn't get well supported on the breaks. Embedded means you've converted a market from being overbought in this case, because the numbers are over 80, and you've locked in a bull trend where breaks in the market are well supported. And we're seeing that to a degree today. When I look at the gold-silver ratio, as I told you, I didn't understand the other day when it jumped up there, and we're not seeing that kind of action. I just think some big trader did something in the market. But as you look at the silver market, it has been flirting with losing that embedded reading. Now, I'm going to go out on a limb and make a statement. This is a dangerous number in this market right now, because the way it's set up, it has to jump rather hard tomorrow to hold there, and that bothers me to a degree. But it can happen. I mean, if your last quotes of the day are 1579, it won't take much if you open higher, and when I know the close is 1565, it impacts how you're going to be able to hold that on. You can lose the embedded for a day, but the market is telling me it's weakened more than the gold market. In the copper market, I'm going to argue it over and over. It's very hard to stay over Bollinger Bands. The market has rallied sharply from the $2 level all the way here, and it's in a bit of a stall. The settlement today is going to be right here, actually, so the market has pulled back to about right where it's at. The trend is still up. You're overbought, not embedded. So I want to make that ultra clear, just overbought. In the platinum, what happened yesterday? You went up to the Bollinger Band, and what do I teach you and say here over and over? The first time you hit those bands, that's where the pros, I think, take money off the table. Now, like the silver, more than the gold, this market's flirting with losing its embedded reading. So it needs to push and push up if it's going to hold on here and give us something to get excited about to the upside. I mentioned the upside because if you lose the embedded reading, all I'm looking for is pullbacks to the 18-day average. And since you're over these averages in silver and gold, you don't get a sell signal anyways in them. In the palladium market, I think we've nailed this, that the market's got momentum that has turned down. The market is now approaching a combination of support of the 18-day average and the 100. Now, something else can happen here. Should this market clear 22.55, I'd have a pattern of higher lows, potentially higher highs, and I could get or not me, the market could get a bullish crossover where that 18-day average again crosses over the 100. That would be a bullish piece of news. Now, what it needs is to see momentum not continue to move to the downside. That momentum is like an anchor. No matter what you get on the chart action, you need momentum to join in with the rest. In the dollar index, too oversold to want to be short. That's my viewpoint on it. Yes, the trend is down. Yes, it's trying to correct that. But these numbers both have to get over 30 to be out of the oversold condition, and they're just not there at this point in time. So when I look at it all, I try to see what the market's wanting to do here, and you scratch your head and you go, wow, it's a pretty crazy market. But that's what we're in right now, crazy type markets. I want to remind you of our offering. You know, if you haven't tried our market research, this might be a zone for you to do it. And you might want to get my newsletter as well. Now, if you already have had it, you don't get it again. But, you know, I'm putting out spider ETFs at this point. And I'm putting out my morning subscriber videos, special reports. So there's a lot coming out here. So if you're interested, it's real simple. Go to our website, sign up for our free offerings. Pretty simple to do so. As soon as you're on the front page, you'll see everything right there. I'm Ira Epstein. You have a great day, and I will talk to you all tomorrow.